Engines want to restore their true running ability. YAKUDO. Born from a completely new idea, the world's only new technology. Incomparably greater than conventional additives. Revolutionary modifier to refresh engines themselves. Just one bottle will revive the driving performance of a new car. This is YAKUDO. YAKUDO was developed by Waseda Research Institute for Science and Engineering. This is Dr. Yoshimasa Hama, who developed YAKUDO.
金属自体を直すんじゃなくて、その表面に新しい組織を作るというふうに考えている。
Why are the fuel efficiency and power of a vehicle deteriorated after many years of use? It is because the friction forces inside an engine increase. To remedy this, we should modify the metal surface inside the engine to be smooth and with oil sumps. This can reduce the friction forces. Waseda Research Institute for Science and Engineering succeeded in developing a technology to form hard and smooth tissues on the metal surface inside an engine to sufficiently improve the lubricating performance of engine oil by injecting inorganic fine particles into it. This is development of YAKUDO, the function-enhancing agent for metal friction surfaces. Let us look at the mechanism by which YAKUDO reforms the metal surface inside an engine. Pistons and cylinders inside an engine constantly repeat sharp collisions, during which extremely minute projections on the metal surface are colliding with each other. They are changing into various shapes. They become resistance forces against piston movements and result in obstacles to fuel efficiency and output. With the injection of YAKUDO, ultrafine metal abrasion powders shaved off by friction cause a chemical reaction with components of YAKUDO triggered by friction energy. This forms hard and smooth new tissues, and they combine with the metal surface. As these processes are repeated many times, cavities of oil sumps remain, and only protruding portions of the metal surface become smooth. Furthermore, the components of YAKUDO remaining in the oil without reacting do not impair the lubricating performance of the engine oil, and they keep waiting for the generation of friction energy. Smoothing test of metal friction surface. We will test how a metal surface is changed with the use of while high load frictions are continuously applied to the metal surface for a long period of time. A metal tip made from the same material as the engine is set onto the metal friction tester, and a friction board is put on it. Then, YAKUDO is injected, and the polisher is operated for the test duration of 7 hours. After the test, how the surface shape of the metal tip has changed is measured in nanometer scale using an electron microscope and an atomic force microscope. Can you see that the surface of the metal tip after injecting YAKUDO has been obviously modified to be smooth? The roughness of it is only 1/20th of that of the metal tip without using YAKUDO. Performance Improvement Test. Let us conduct an experiment to see how the rotating speed changes before and after injecting YAKUDO using a testing machine that applies an extremely high load of 12,000 RPM or more on a bearing. A bearing made from the same material as the engine is set onto the testing machine. First, the rotating speed after supplying engine oil weigh only 12,380 RPM. Then, YAKUDO is injected. How will the rotating speed change 10 minutes after injecting YAKUDO? It has been increased to 12,625 RPM. The rotating speed was increased by 245 RPM just 10 minutes after the injection. That is an increase of 2%. This shows that the metal surface of the bearing was modified to be smooth with the use of YAKUDO. In addition, you are probably aware that noise was also reduced. Output and torque improvement test. We will test how the output and torque are improved using an actual vehicle engine. First, The output and torque of the engine for Subaru Legacy RH5C without injecting YAKUDO are measured. The results were as follows. Max output 251.2 horsepower, max torque 29.1 kgm. Then, YAKUDO is injected. After 1,000 kilometers of driving, measurements are performed again. The results? Both maximum output and maximum torque were improved to 279.8 horsepower and 33.2 kgm respectively. These values exceed even the manufacturer's specs. We would like you to see the graph of measurement results. Usually, the important rotating speed area when we drive cars is from 1500 to 4000 RPM. This is the practical region. After YAKUDO is injected, we can see that the output and torque in this area have improved remarkably. This means that you can obtain the same level of output and torque as before without stepping on the accelerator as strongly. Therefore, you can of course expect improvement of fuel efficiency. Next, let me introduce an example of fuel consumption improvement. This graph shows the fuel consumption after injecting YAKUDO to a car of 1800 cc displacement that had traveled 100,000 kilometers. Each time the car is fueled, the mileage per liter was recorded until the total mileage of the car becomes 150,000 kilometers. We can see that the fuel consumption is improved as the travel distance is increased. The method of using YAKUDO is simple. First, shake the bottle of YAKUDO well to sufficiently stir the content. Pour the whole 200 ml YAKUDO through the engine oil inlet. Soon after injecting YAKUDO, drive 20 kilometers or more to diffuse it into engine oil. For maintaining and improving the effects, it is recommended to use it every time engine oil is replaced. If you really want to regenerate your car, to make output and torque of engine improve, to get powerful and stress-free acceleration performance, to make the fuel efficiency improved, and to use your car as long as possible, YAKUDO will always exceed your expectations.